Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Khabib Nurmagomedov is explaining why he was not interested in a Conor McGregor confrontation at the World Cup final. Because at the World Cup final is probably the closest Conor McGregor and Khabib have been to each other since that dreaded bus attack at UFC 223, if you recall. Khabib Nurmagomedov was supposed to be fighting for the belt. Conor McGregor got wind that Khabib's crew had possibly cornered his boy Artem Lobov in the hotel hallway. Artem Lobov possibly called gang. Conor McGregor and them flew over from, I believe, all the way in like Ireland. They got the call, and we're on the way, Artem. Say no more, say less. They get there. Conor McGregor gets let in through the back door by I believe the McFly media crew. Conor McGregor charges the motherfucking Barclays, finds the bus, picks up a barricade, throws the barricade, doesn't quite wreck the window, but he grabs a dolly, motherfucking throws that at the window, shattered the window. The whole intent was just to get at Khabib. I don't know why he didn't like knock on the door, like, hey, no, let me in. You know what I'm trying to get in there. Fuck this dolly. No, either way, another topic for another day. But what I'm saying is, that was the last time McGregor and Khabib were this close to each other. And since then, we've all been wanting to see Conor McGregor fight Khabib Nurmagomedov in the UFC. And honestly, it could go down outside the UFC. This shit is deeper than rap, bro. Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor, their beef, it even starts off before the Artem Lobov incident in the hallway. I mean, you gotta really be tuned into this shit to know what's going on. But these dudes, I'm telling you, it's deeper than rap. So the fact that they were this close in each other's space at the same arena, they would have crossed each other. Like, let's say Conor McGregor went to take a piss or something and Khabib Nurmagomedov just happened to walk in the same bathroom. There would have probably been a motherfucking lightweight title fight that went down and that none of us ever got to see or know about, because it would have been time to pull out no motherfucking cameras. Khabib Nurmagomedov would have had that location that he was looking for after that bus attack. But since they didn't run into each other in the stalls or anywhere else in the arena, Khabib Nurmagomedov explaining why he wasn't really just looking for a fight with Conor McGregor. Now, if one would have popped up and there was no one around, they could have got down. But with all these people here, he's not trying to steal the show and make a huge spectacle. This is what Khabib had to say. I thought I'd meet McGregor at the Luzhniki Stadium. But even if we meet now, we still will not be able to find out who is stronger. If there was a cage in the middle of the arena, it would have been more interesting. And now something to find out on the street and so on. We are not at that age and not in that position. So what I got from that is, we're not fucking kids anymore. It's not one of those deals. I'm a grown-up, I'm a professional, I'm a champion. If Conor wants to fight, we can fight anytime, anywhere, any place. But I'm not about to get on some Brock Lesnar shit and just go rah! In his motherfucking face and get separated because there's so many people around. But this is what he did say. And this is one of the things that stood out to me, because it's letting you know Khabib is not ducking his motherfucking taco. I'm talking about if a confrontation did happen at the World Cup arena, Khabib wasn't ducking it. He just said there's too many people around. That would be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Khabib Nurmagomedov, I don't want to say he's on his gangster shit, but I'm just saying, you know, if you got a problem with somebody, you don't go handle that problem in front of a million people. You can, now if there was an octagon in the center of the stadium, as Khabib said, we could do it. But then he also continued to say this, and that's what let me know he's down to handle this shit in the street if need be, but there's just too many people. He said it would be ideal if there was no one around, or vice versa, to the full stadium, in the middle of the cage and in it. In general, I see no reason to approach him now. We are hospitable people. Let's let the football look, enjoy Russia. And so, it would have also, if Khabib Nurmagomedov would have gotten to some tacky confrontation in the arena, you know, where someone's throwing fucking hot dogs or popcorn at the other guy and they're saying that would have really taken away from the World Cup final. And also that would have probably pissed off, you could imagine, like Putin or somebody like that, who Conor McGregor was taking photos with leading up to his trip to Russia. And that's a good thing, man. Conor McGregor, he checked in. He definitely had to check in. That's what's going on here. For you guys that don't know what checking in is, I'm sure a lot of the world does now with the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine shit that went on not too long ago. I don't check in, blood. You know what I'm saying? But Conor McGregor definitely checked in before he came to Russia. I'll tell you that much. And he checked in with the highest of order. And that's how you're supposed to do it. You got to make sure you're good. You can't just be Conor McGregor popping up in Russia. You know how if somebody sees you, spots you, and you ain't checked in, they put the motherfucking word into Khabib, one of his brothers or cousins or dad or whoever. Hey, Conor McGregor, right here, put a boom. Here's the coordinates. You know what I'm saying? They're pulling up on Conor McGregor in Russia. So Conor McGregor had to check in. Putin had to give him the invite, the motherfucking official invite. Now Conor's saying he's building a compound over in Russia and stuff like that, which I'm sure he might be. He's got the money. But he definitely had to check in. He posted a picture with Putin. He said, like, this is the greatest leader ever. And so with that being said, it would have been disrespectful for Conor McGregor to come over there in what seems like an invite and then go crazy in these stands. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it look like if you steal the show at the fucking World Cup final because you can't control yourself? That ain't how it goes. So, and also, just real quick before we get out of here, what Khabib said at the beginning here, it would be ideal if there was no one around. That lets you know he would have got down. Like if they would have went to that bathroom or something at the same time, it would have probably went down. But he's not probably trying to just get a fucking charge and ruin his career, possibly just to fucking confront Conor McGregor in a situation where you're likely not even going to get to put your hands on him because there's so many people around. It's going to get broken up and all of this before anything happens. So like Khabib said, if there was nobody around or if we were in the octagon in the center of the arena, I'd be down. But I'm not interested in confronting him in the stands. So with that being said, man, let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the bell right next to it so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And this is the hardest working MMA channel on YouTube. We provide daily updates, predictions, betting advice, we do songs, we do fantasy fights, we've interviewed Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Bruce Lechemedio, and Felony Charles Bennett, all in just 1 year as an MMA channel. We're one of the fastest growing MMA channels on the net, but we're still small, so make sure you guys go check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo if you want to learn how you can become a full-time MMA black belt. And while you're there, you can see where this MMA channel started from, some of the goals we have for the channel, and even more cool videos just like this one if you enjoyed it. So thanks again to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. And also, if you're just lurking and this is your first time seeing a video, appreciate that as well. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.